Election Day coverage, of course, this Tuesday, November 5th, beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. No fewer than 7 tornadoes touching down in and around Oklahoma City overnight. Several homes and businesses destroyed in the suburbs of Valley Brook and Hara. 6 people hospitalized. Tinker Air Force Base was damaged. Another possible tornado ripping through the community of Choctaw, about 17 miles east of Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma?
How bad those people? How bad?
I never realized that
There's a Tesla over here.
Take care of a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old on my own. I think man can be a little stubborn sometimes.
No white one anymore.
Pride gets in the way, and
He just left.
the help they may not know how to ask. With my traditions,
2 black ones still parked. The white ones just left.
I was able to turn
Just now, right?
negative into a positive. I knew I needed more tools in my toolbox.
Those midnight,
people, Daddy.
those midnight sobers.
How about those people just died in
For
hurricanes?
me to be that father,
I know it's sad.
to be, I think just being that
It's
good
real
role model
hurting.
as well, that models good behavior in front of them, going to work every day, coming home and being able to put on that smile. The biggest reward about being a dad is sitting back
Not go
and
back.
watching your kids.
No, it was an Audi.
Thank you. I don't know what's
Never
going on.
stop being a dad. That's dedication.
It's not confusing. Kobe and Audi are the same thing. Confusing.
U.S. Department
Logo.
of Human Services
Huh?
and the Ad Council.
Next.
From the car.
This is Leave the Beam, and this is Our American Stories, and we tell stories about everything here on this show, from the arts to sports, and from business to history, and everything in between, including your stories. And this next story comes to us from a listener in Colorado, Patty Kingsbaker. And, well, take a listen to this story.
It was back in 1962. I was 12, and my brother, who was 10 years older than me, was getting out of the Air Force. And he was in California. So he had made a deal with me, you know, if my grades were really good, that he would fly me out to California and that I could drive back with him cross country when he got out of
With them
the Air
fogging
Force.
up.
So, and of course, I was just beside myself thinking, oh my God, we're going to go to Disneyland and I'm going to get to see Hollywood and Hollywood Boulevard and the stars. And, you know, it's a 12-year-old. I figured if you went to Hollywood, you were going to see movie stars. Anyway, so I
What is
flew
movie
out,
stars?
And
You do
we spent
movies?
a couple of days in L.A. We went and saw all the stars on Hollywood Boulevard. In fact, it was Thanksgiving. It was around Thanksgiving time. He took me to dinner at this restaurant in Hollywood that was really famous at the time. They actually brought a phone to our table so that I could call my mom and say Happy Thanksgiving. I was like, I mean, for a 12-year-old, they bring a phone to the table. Then I looked across the room and I saw, I went, I know that guy. It was Jesse White, who at the time was the Maytag guy. So, you know, that was my first celebrity sighting. But we went to Disneyland and the whole day we were there, you know, I mean, Jesse White wasn't exactly up to where I wanted to see somebody like Annette. Okay, or Frankie Avalon. And so, when we were at Disneyland, the whole day, my brother would go, oh, there's Annette. And I'd go, where? And of course, he was just yanking my chain and they weren't there. And he kept doing that to me, and I would get all excited and, you know celebrities. And so, but we had a great time at Disneyland, and then we hit the road, and we had spent the night in Needles, California. We got up really early, went to the gas station to gas up to head out. And the gas station was kind of crowded, which I really didn't notice at the time. But there was a trailer pulling a horse, and there was a big, like, Winnebago type thing. And so, but I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and my brother comes back to the car, and he goes, get out of the car. Elvis Presley is standing over there. And I'm like, yeah, right. I mean, I'm not going to fall for that again. And he goes, I swear to you, get out of the car. Elvis Presley is standing over there. So I'm like, I look out of the car, and sure enough, standing there in black pants and this shirt and this scarf around is Elvis Presley. So I grab a piece of paper and I get out of the car and I go over to, I can't speak. I'm standing in the presence of royalty. And he just kind of smiles, and I'm sitting there with my pen and paper. And he said, "Did you want me to sign that for you?" And I said, "Yes, please." So he asked me what my name was. I said, "Patty." So he wrote to Patty. I still have it to this day. "Love and kisses, Elvis." And I got back in the car, and my heart was just pounding, and he got back in the Winnebago. And what it was there was a Cadillac limousine, the Winnebago, and then there was another car pulling the horse. And in each of those, there were two chauffeurs with, these overalls with EP on their, And so they kind of took off, and then there was this guy who stayed to pay their gas bill, and it turned out to be Colonel Parker. So my brother started talking to him, and he said, that Elvis had just finished filming this film, Viva Las Vegas, and that they were heading back to Memphis. He was just really nice. Anyway, we got in the car, and they took off, and I said to my brother, "I didn't get a picture." I said, "You've got to follow him. You've got to follow them. I need a picture." And so in the meantime, I put rollers in my hair. I'm 12, and we followed them for hours. And sure enough, they start pulling into another gas station. And when my brother used to tell this story, he goes, "Rollers were going everywhere, all over the car." And, I'm brushing my hair and trying to just look perfect for Elvis. And so I got out of the car when we got to this gas station, and I went up to one of the guys with the overalls and the EP. And I said, "Could I please get a picture of Elvis?" He said, "Well, we don't have any." And I said, "Oh, no, I have a camera. I'll take the picture." And he was just kind of snotty. He just said, "Mr. Presley doesn't get his picture taken like that." And I'm like, so I get back in the car. Of course, now I've got crocodile tears. I have followed Elvis for hours trying to get this picture. And nothing would upset my brother more than his little sister having crocodile tears. And so all of a sudden Elvis got out of the Winnebago again. So my brother got out of the car and he said, "Hey, Elvis." And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Can I get a picture of you with my sister?" He goes, "Sure." And so I'm like trying to dry my tears, and I'm getting out of the car, and I walk over there and put his arm around me, and he said, "Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?" And I went, "Yeah, a couple hours ago in another gas station." So we did get the picture. Of course, back in those days, it was with the little Instamatic camera. And my brother only took one picture instead of several. And he was so nervous that it is a little blurry. But I do have the picture, and I do have the autograph.
And what a great story from Patty Kingsbaker. And boy, she recalls that like it was yesterday, and I can bet her brother was shaking like a leaf taking that picture. By the way, we broadcast just an hour south of Memphis in a beautiful town called Oxford, Mississippi. To the east, Tupelo, Elvis,
Moving there for
is an hour away.
Mississippi.
And to the north, well, Graceland is an hour away, and I don't think it's an accident. It's an Our American
Moving there.
Stories. Comes from a place not far where Elvis was born and where he died. Patty Kingsbaker's story. A beautiful story, and how Elvis treated her, my goodness, just beautiful. Both of their stories here on Our American Stories. Folks, if you love the great American stories we tell and love America like we do, we're asking you to become a part of the Our American Stories family. If you agree that America is a good and great country, please make a donation. A monthly gift of $17.76 is fast becoming a favorite option for supporters. Go to OurAmericanStories.com now and go to the donate button and help us keep the great American stories coming. That's OurAmericanStories.com.
Now, the most up-to-date weather forecast here on KFEQ.
We're not quite done with the rain yet. Low pressure moving through our area. Showers and a few thunderstorms overnight. Windy and about 60 on the low. For Monday, we're expecting a pretty good chance of rain along with afternoon thunderstorms. We're in the upper 60s. Rain will be likely on Monday night. A few lingering showers coming up on Tuesday, mid-50s.
Miles, you will
late. Again.
We're not all living to their full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
This is Kevin Love. I've partnered with The Spider Within, a Spider-Verse story to let you know that everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Oh man, I'm bugging.
Feels like this. You're always so distracted. You're not reaching your full potential. Unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey Dad, you got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
Can we get some air?
Of course we can, yeah. Grab your jacket.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
I hear that, yeah. So tell me what's going on.
It's just like homework, girls, well, won't go.
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
Every 2 minutes, a woman in the U.S. is diagnosed with breast cancer. And in that split-second moment in time, her life changes forever. The toll of breast cancer is great. The need to support those who are battling the disease today is even greater. And that's why when others look away, Susan G. Komen leans in. We're fighting alongside patients because we know one moment can change a lifetime. Fighting breast cancer takes funding for research to discover the next new treatment, providing access to quality and affordable health care, and people willing to take action by raising funds and raising their voice to advocate for others. United by hope, we can end breast cancer. Join our fight. Save lives.
Whether you have been blind all your life, are just starting to lose vision, or have a blind child or family member, connecting with other blind and low vision people can help you live the life you want. The National Federation of the Blind is a membership organization of blind and low vision people, and you can connect with a chapter right in your own community. To learn more, visit us at blind.org. That's blind.org. The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
If you got sick because of the drinking water at Camp Lejeune, you don't need to pay someone to get the VA care and benefits you deserve. Call 1-800-MY-VA-411 or visit va.gov/Camp Lejeune for more information.
This is Our American Stories, and we tell stories of all kinds here, folks, as you come to love and know. We're always trying to get stories in the voice of the person telling them. We try and get out of the way, step as far back as possible. And we love to get stories behind stories. And Brett Favre's life, we've been digging in deep, and this is the fourth part of a 5-part series. Brett Favre's life outside of the goalposts, which is what we're interested in here on this show, not Brett Favre, the football star. That's interesting. But who's the man? What's life like before and after? Who were his parents? Where did he grow up? How did he deal with fame and everything after? Here's Brett Favre getting personal about his faith, about humility, and about aging.
I can't speak for other people, but we, and I say we, more me, but we tend to lean on God when we need Him. Going to rehab, spending time by myself, like open the Bible. God, I need some help. I can't do this alone. And I remember asking people, God, and we still are active in the Catholic Church. In fact, Father Tommy, our priest, is one of our, we take him on vacations and do all kinds of stuff. But like leaning on someone, and I've had enough adversity to walk me through the Bible. You go to rehab 3 times, you lose your dad. Deanna lost her brother out here on a 4-wheeler accident. Yeah, he was 19 years old. Yeah, on my 4-wheeler. We killed. They helicoptered him out of here to the hospital, but it was bad. You know, so there's enough things that, you know, you go, God, I need some help here. And you do well for a while.
Where are we going this place for?
And you slip, and you do well, and you slip. But I think as I've gotten older, I tend to slip maybe less. I look at things differently. I think at 50, I'm a lot wiser than I was at 40, but I'm sure if I make it to 60, I'll be saying, you were a freaking idiot at 50. You didn't know nothing. And I'm sure that's the cycle that will always be. And I'm talking about just life in general. What we thought was important at 18, at 30 we thought, what were you thinking? And then at 40 you thought, what were you thinking at 30? But I feel like you never